Our fellow Pinkos and comrades, welcome to Malt Liquor Socialists. I'm your host, Mr. Kiefer, and in this episode, I'm joined by a man who I am challenged to come up with a new introduction for each week. Mr. Morgan.
We had quite the wild week on our Facebook page, didn't we?
Yeah, that was, it's some of it's still going.
It's still, yeah. So what happened is last week, I believe it was on Sunday.
Yes.
You went to that pop-up protest in Rogue River.
Yeah, tiny little thing. Wasn't supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had I think, including myself, 17-ish people show up around that area.
And you posted that to our page like you've done with other things before in the past. It wasn't anything unusual. You didn't, if I'm correct, you didn't even share it with other pages around town, the county.
No. I just I record some video and it was a 20-second-ish clip somewhere in that ballpark range and shared it. And then I also took a couple of pictures with my camera and shared that in a separate post when I got home.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it was nothing out of the ordinary.
Nope.
We've posted reels of us going or you going to a protest before. And you know, those reels can get up to, you know, we see how many views they get, and sometimes they get like 5,000 views, and we'll be sitting here going, wow, that's a hell of a lot of people, you know, to reach or whatnot and everything. And they'll get like maybe a handful of likes and reactions and everything. Maybe one or two people will share it, and we're super thrilled with that. But this Sunday, I'm sitting in Costco. I'm eating my $1.99 hot dog, and I decide, well, I'm going to get on Facebook, you know, while the wife is out in the chaos shopping, and I'm going to see what's going on. And I look, and it's like, oh, you have a ton of stuff going on. And I'm looking at it going, what? And I look, and at that moment, we had like almost 10,000 views.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people were reacting to it. People were commenting and everything. And I was like, what is going on? I texted you, and you're just like, I don't know what the shit's going on. I don't understand it at all. So I was like, okay. So at the end of the day, we had like 13,000 views, which is ridiculous for us. So then I was like, all right, well, that's probably it. You know, it's going to fall off.
Nope.
And
No, it did not.
The end of the next day, we were up to 25,000. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
So 1 week later.
Yeah. Here we are recording.
Recording. And that video, that reel, has had 38.1 thousand views.
Jesus.
The pictures have had 8.8 thousand views. Far less comments. But it's like, that one has been fun. And me being a sadomasochist to some extent, we have actually got a lot of people commenting on that who are very supportive. You go to the likes, laugh emojis, whatever. Yeah. The laugh emojis make up about a third-ish, kind of, maybe. The vast majority of what's on there, I think now it's got over 2,000 reactions.
Yeah, it's gotten over 2,000, yeah.
The vast majority of it is likes, hearts. I think that the laughing is like above the hearts, but it's not like...
whatever.
Yeah. So it's like it's gotten a lot of positive reaction.
Yeah.
Which is very like, this is awesome. At the same time, look, Rogue River, it's awesome that we have that many people there who are this passionate about it.
Yeah.
We have, I expected most of these laughing little jackasses to be from Rogue River, and I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of butthurt little white trash maggots. But I'm actually surprised at how many are from out of state.
That's what I was surprised about too. And that's why I think I was talking to you about this earlier, and I was like, did an algorithm change? Did something on Facebook's side change to like get this out to all these people outside of the state? Like, because for open book purposes, I've made like a few just funny little ads for our Facebook page.
Yeah, I remember we did like a paid thing for one post months ago.
Like I paid $30 to have like, a post spread out for like a week or something.
Yeah, it was a good experiment.
It was a good experiment. And that didn't bring in the amount of people that this did.
I know, it's crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I'm still having fun with it. We've got some people who are very pissy. There's some weird lady who apparently I am obsessed because I keep responding to her.
Okay.
Because she keeps replying on the post, and it's like, okay, look, as fun as this is, I need to point this out. Bitch, you came here.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not stalking you or anything. You respond, and because I'm having fun with this, okay, we'll keep this up. It's been a hoot and a holler.
And I know we got a few new followers. Thank you for following.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people out there haven't quite figured out, or they don't understand, because sometimes I don't understand it. You going back and forth with MAGA hat wearing jackasses is your fucking Shangri-La. Shangri-La is not a place for you. It is a state of mind, and that is it.
Oh, I have fun with it.
Yeah.
One of my other favorite ones that's been going back and forth, some white trash little cuck boy, he's been saying, well, Nazis were socialists. Read a history book.
Holy shit.
And it was... I might have lost track. Because, again, there's been a lot of shit.
There's been a ton, yeah.
I've been responding to everybody. There's stuff where it's like, well, this just isn't even worth my time.
Sure.
There's nothing here. This person's just inept and angry.
Also, there's like 1,000 people commenting, so yeah.
Not quite 1,000 comments liking it.
Yeah.
But so this jerk off made this like, well, Nazis were really socialist. You should read a history book. And I think this was in response to somebody else posted the meme like Nazis, Democrats, and they both believe in socialism, both believe in this. And I did it's like, okay, I've seen this too many times not to bite. I did a point by point. It's like, okay, well, no, the Nazis weren't really socialists. They just used the word socialist. If you understand the fact that the People's Democratic Republic of Korea, North Korea, is neither democratic nor republic, then you understand the fucking concept of the Nazis saying, yeah, we're the National Socialist Party. No, they're not fucking socialists.
Right.
And so this weird little jerk-off guy did this whole thing of like, well, you should read a history book. It tore him down. And so then he makes the post again on the comments, but he makes it separate, its own little thing. Like he has to have it be its own little thing. It's like, cool, I can tear this apart again, I guess. And because he keeps saying, you should read a history book. It's like, I've read many history books. You should probably read more than one, sugar tits.
I think, to put a bow on this, I think that my favorite response that you did, because I don't interact.
Very rarely. You do on occasion, but it's very uncommon.
On occasion, it's very uncommon because that is not my Shangri-La.
That's fair.
But one of my favorite ones that you responded to was like someone saying like, oh, well, the Dems were like the Confederates and everything. And you were like, hey, that's cool. Who's waving Confederate flags nowadays?
Yeah.
And I just started laughing because I'm like, yeah. Who is it? Who is it?
Yeah. No, look, the vast majority of people who wave Confederate flags these days are the people who are of the party of Lincoln, apparently.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. Democrats did start the KKK. Democrats were the people who were fighting for slavery. And it's this weird little dichotomy, too, because all these people who are for like, no, it's my heritage. I'm just proud of my heritage. It's like, heritage to what?
Yeah.
Heritage to, when you talk about heritage, it's like, no, the southern states fought for freedom. Okay, freedom to. Let's expand upon it. Freedom to what? Every single time. If any of them try to argue it out, it's always, well, freedom to be independent. No, they already had that.
Yeah.
They fought along with the northern colonies to get independence from England. They had that. There was only one thing that the northern states was potentially imposing upon them. And then to point out, because some idiot will always go, well, Lincoln didn't even want to free the slaves. Like, yeah, no, we know that. The problem is the southern states were freaked out thinking he would and decided to secede before Lincoln did anything. And then Lincoln just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're apparently we have to go to war to keep the Union. And yeah, slavery is going to be illegal now. And so, yeah, this weird dichotomy of, yeah, no, those are the Democrats. And so either there was a party switch and that's your heritage because those people are now part of the Republican Party, and the people who, it's like there's a party switch going on, or that's your heritage, and your heritage is literally the current Democratic Party.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah. No, it's, yeah.
So now that we've gone on that fun little tangent, that was a joy.
Yeah.
So, in this week's episode, we're going to go over some local news coverage that's a bit all over the place.
Okay.
Some of it's political.
Oh.
Some of it isn't.
Really?
Some of it is good and or interesting news.
Some of it's good, some of it's bad.
Some of it is going to be, are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Kind of content.
Cool.
So without further ado, let's get into this. So we're going to start off with a couple of videos from KOBI News.
Okay.
Channel 5.
Yep.
First is an update about a local and awesome restaurant in our area that's expanding.
Why are we doing this?
It's news.
Medford is getting a little flavor from Grants Pass. Popular spot Catalyst Pizza Company is opening a second location. Catalyst says it's taking over the former Bohemian Club building on West Main Street downtown. The mom and pop pizzeria offers New York and Detroit style slices, cheesesteaks, and more. It will also have a retro arcade and beer zone.
Remember, some of it's political, some of it's not.
Expected to be open summer
Why?
of this year.
Why are we doing the not political?
If you want to taste beforehand, though, you can always visit the Grants Pass location on Southeast H Street.
So here's the reason why I'm doing the not political here.
Okay.
One, this just makes me happy.
Okay.
I like Catalyst Pizza. Okay. They're the best pizza in the area is a restaurant. I like that they're doing well enough that they can expand. I just wanted to point out, it's like, dude,
are they sponsoring us?
No, they're not. That's how much I like them. They're good.
Great.
It's like it's Abby's prices.
Okay.
But it's quality that actually matches the prices.
Great.
It's great.
Great.
So I'm bringing that up because, look, if we have a couple Medford listeners, I want to let you know Catalyst is awesome.
Oh, okay.
Go check them out. And for our not Medford listeners, it's some happy-ish news.
I wasn't expecting a pizza thing there.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise,
okay.
motherfucker. Okay.
Okay.
Now, next we are going to do another KOBI one. This one's a little bit more, I'm not going to say it's political, but it's a little bit more in our vein.
Come on.
Okay. So this is basically has to do with the Rogue Workforce partnership, getting ready to help an influx of people who are being laid off in the local area.
Ah, okay.
Rogue Workforce Partnership is gearing up to help hundreds of locals who may be laid off in the coming months. We told you Tuesday that Asante had begun laying off staff just as its CEO said it would in a May 4th email to all Asante staff. CEO Tom Gessel said he anticipated laying off about 300 workers in the coming months. That's about 5 to 6% of the health system's workforce. A Rogue Workforce Partnership, the federal and state authorized local workforce development board for Jackson and Josephine counties, is hosting what it calls a rapid response session next Tuesday.
So just FYI, 4 to 5% of your workforce, unless you have a small mom and pop shop where you have like maybe 20 people, that's not a small amount of your workforce. That's like, again, hundreds of people. Initially, they were talking about 300-ish. That's going to have a big impact. And we've also gone over in previous ones that what's going to happen with this is, you know how nursing and hospitals, you need so many staff to cover things like sick days or prevent burnout. And you know what they're not going to have?
People to take over.
Yeah, they're not going to have people to cover sick days. They're going to have burnout. This is going to end up costing more in overtime. This is moronic. But I do like Rogue Workforce is being kind of like proactive with this. And, you know, it's a good thing to point out. Just be aware that, you know, if you have somebody who maybe they're on, how do I phrase it? Food stamps temporarily. Or the like. I don't think for any of our main listeners, they're going to listen to this and go, oh my God, they're on food stamps. What horrible people. If you're not a regular listener, first, congratulations. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
If you're a MAGA, not regular listener, congratulations. Welcome to hell. And the thing is, if you come across somebody who's using food stamps, that doesn't mean that they didn't earn it. if they're on unemployment, it doesn't mean they didn't earn it. You have these places that are just...
Where are they going to go?
Exactly.
Where are they going to go? They lost their job. You know what? I know this is a good thing, what they're doing here.
Yeah, the rogue workforce stuff.
The rogue workforce thing. I don't like how when that lady started talking, the mood of it sounded like upbeat. There seemed to be like an upbeat kind of like, hey, rogue workforce is doing this thing. Isn't this great? And it's like, yeah, it's great. But because of fucking dumbass decisions that were made.
Well, this reminds me of the whole, at this point, I think it's based on reality, but it's almost a meme where it's like, oh, yes, so-and-so, they raised a bunch of money so that they could pay off other kids' lunch bills at their school. Isn't that great? It's like, I mean, the fact they did that kid's awesome. The fact they had to do that, that's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
So, yeah, there
should be social safety nets in this country. Mm-hmm. And I'll say it until the fucking heat death of the universe. If you can just grab $200 billion for the Pentagon with no fucking debate, nothing on the House or Senate floor, fuck you.
Yeah.
You can just do things.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to just do things anymore.
Well, except that you don't want to.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. You don't want to help. And if you don't want to help, and if you're a person that agrees with someone who just doesn't want to help, you deserve everything you fucking get. Fuck off.
Yeah, generally, yes. So let's continue, because this isn't a very long video.
At the RCC SOU Higher Education Center in downtown Medford, specifically for people who've been recently laid off.
We've got Oregon Employment Department, worked with Rogue Valley and RCC, helping folks to understand the training opportunities available and help them with some of that individualized coaching, as well as Department of Human Services and Oregon Healthcare Marketplace. Again, just for the people who are going through this big change.
Tuesday's event at the RCC SOU Higher Education Center is from 1 to 3 p.m. RWP also plans to host a job fair on June 18th at Pageant Pavilion at the Jackson County Expo.
Yeah. At Jackson County Expo. Okay. So next we are going to take a break from KOBI video.
Okay.
We will have another KOBI video later.
Cool.
But we're going to take this break for a very brief video from the Josephine County Commissioner's Weekly Business Session from June 3rd of 2026.
All right. Yeah. I'm excited.
Don't be.
Oh, fuck.
Don't be. It's not as bad as you might think, but it's not like a big, like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And I'm kind of glad it's not going to be awesome.
Okay.
So politics has generally been slow since the primaries ended.
I mean, you had a goddamn spot for a pizza joint.
I do. And part of it is I really like that pizza joint. And the other part of it is it is slow. But so since the primaries ended and the current sitting county commissioners seem to be doing a decent job of, the job. And haven't been creating any drama, moronic or otherwise, it's been slow. However, there was one person who commented on the meeting, and it's not Fascist Santa.
Oh, thank God.
Who it wanted to include.
Okay.
Because this person is easy to make fun of, and I'm feeling the need to pick on low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
And this person decides to complain about and or bring attention to a decision made by the Three Rivers School Board that they don't like. They have their knickers in a twist about it.
Oh, no.
There's also a thing or two about the meeting that I want to see if Mr. Morgan can pick up on from this brief clip.
I love these games that you play.
Judy Air, president.
Holy shit!
So what do you notice, good sir?
Well, first of all, I notice it's Judy. And I don't know. God bless her for having nothing else better to do. I find it funny that, our side gets made fun of for, don't you have a job or anything? And meanwhile, it's the same people that show up to these meetings. The other thing that I notice is that fucking room is goddamn empty.
Oh, it is absolutely empty.
There's only one person in that audience.
And that person's already spoke.
Amazing.
And it wasn't anything like incredible or like, this is incredibly stupid.
Wow.
It was just, it was some basic business stuff. And
I guess that shows you how fucking slow politics is around here right now.
Well, I mean, again, right now, they're doing the fucking job.
They're doing the job.
They're not. Yeah. And there was some stuff that I could have chosen to go over, but it was something that you talked me out of. So let's continue with Judy.
Okay, go ahead with Judy.
Okay, some just good news, I would say, or upcoming news is that I gave all of you it's for the county here. This will be our 8th year of doing our reading of the Declaration. It's about a 45-minute program, but considering it's 250 year of our anniversary of our country, of all the freedoms that we're enjoying, and sometimes
all the
we take
freedoms.
for granted, unfortunately.
So you know how she talks about how, there are freedoms that we take for granted and no other country has them, countries like Cuba and stuff?
Sure, yeah.
Do you think she ever brings up any other countries?
No.
That the program will be, like I say, July 4th. It falls on a Saturday at 11 o'clock, and it's about a 45-minute program. So we'll have 6 readers, and then we'll end with God Bless America, and then we have a couple people. We'll have a trio this year.
And the last person who's
He
there
just walks out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
So I just encourage everybody to come if you can, if you're in town. It's really an education.
Oh,
what
my
our country
God.
stands for
Judy.
our founding fathers, what they had in mind compared to
this
the rest
isn't
of
the bad
countries
part.
that keep changing.
This is just her
every time
normal
they have
shtick.
change in government. So we're very blessed. So if you can make it, that would be
Okay,
super.
that's great. Now then.
On a more concerning issue, recently the Three Rivers, unfortunately, at the last meeting, they passed the school board health clinics, which is not a good thing.
What?
The school board health clinics. They passed the school board health clinics, which I haven't looked too much into this, but as far as I understand it, it's basically kind of like free health clinic access for kids.
Okay.
I think.
Why? Well, okay. Judy, please tell me more.
What they're going to do, the funding is what they're doing is they're referring to a child for gender affirming. So that's going to be in this health clinic program.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The contraceptives and stuff in the bathrooms at the school.
Oogity boogity boo.
Like I said, I was really just very grateful that Rick Nelson and Nancy Reese of all the board members, they courageously explained why we shouldn't pass this.
Courageously.
Courageous.
So basically, you had a couple people who said, look, I don't understand why our kids, who some of them might be LGBTQ, why they should have a medical professional tell them about stuff like, hey, oh, you're this?
Yeah.
Let's explain some stuff so you can make healthy decisions.
Yeah.
And, high school, you're teenagers. Teenagers are notorious for never fucking, ever. And, if ever they do fuck, they never produce a child out of wedlock on accident.
Didn't we talk about a couple episodes ago, last episode, about how they're like, oh man, the birth rate in this country is really low. So, hey, maybe we, lower the age of consent or something. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, I don't even remember if it was lower the age of consent, and I don't remember if it was last. It might have been just like, we need to stop, providing prophylactics in our high schools.
We need to stop doing this because, it was actually kind of good that, there was teenage pregnancies.
Well, yeah, you had a cheap workforce that's continually being born.
God.
So, Judy's kind of hung up on this.
And it was their vote was defeated, and they did pass it. So just be aware.
Good.
And maybe the parents out there to be really close to finding out what's going on with their kids and
fucking
what
spy on your kid.
They're increasing, like I told you before, with counselors versus having parents come in and what is my child doing? Because we know that parents are busy. They're so busy with their jobs and everything, and that's people sometimes condemn the parents.
Well, okay, so look.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to condemn the parents who are busy.
Right.
Because that happens. And what I will condemn is a society that makes it so, you're a parent. You have to work 80 hours a week.
Right.
And you don't have time for your kids. That I'll condemn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this whole thing of like, well, you have kids, they're talking to counselors, not their parents. That's not necessarily because the parents work too many fucking hours.
Yeah.
You have kids who won't talk to their parents because their parents are raging and potentially violent homophobic pieces of shit.
Like Judy here.
And if that child comes out to that parent they might get a boatload of emotional abuse, sometimes physical.
Yep.
And so they go and talk to a school counselor. And the reason that the schools don't necessarily go, oh, and we're going to tell your parents about this is because, again, you have some parents who are emotionally and sometimes physically fucking abusive.
Yep.
So, go figure.
Yeah, weird.
But they have a busy life, and it's so hard nowadays to be sitting down to the dinner table. We did that with my son growing up, and
good for you.
A fine young gentleman.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, it's really hard to do that. So anybody that wants to come to the next meeting, I believe it's next
I wonder
Wednesday,
if that means she groomed her
2
child.
o'clock at the school board. It'll be at the New Hope at the district office. So,
oh yeah, she's trying to tell people, it's like, oh, school district 7, by the way, is going to be talking about this.
Oh God.
And come to this location this time and blah blah blah.
Well, I'm glad she has a huge audience to hear her.
I know it's fantastic. But yeah, I'm hoping that if Three Rivers was smart enough to look at this and go, okay, we need to have this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping School District 7 is going to be of at least the same persuasion in that regard.
So. Yeah.
So
I would invite anybody to come in, and no pointing fingers, but just say just how disappointed we are on the people we thought would vote against it.
Shame.
So please read. I know in the future you were saying that 7 school district is coming up with that. So if I can be at that meeting and share, so we have information prior to that. So people will be very aware what's going on with our kids in the
she just took
system.
up all of that time.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you as always.
Yep. And the vast majority of it was her whining that the schools passed this thing so that the students could medical clinic stuff.
Yeah. Wow. What a thing to be against.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
it really is.
Here's what really gets me. I get that there's this idea of you don't have kids in school anymore, but you still show up to school board meetings because you're concerned with students. We're producing students who are going to be productive members of society because, especially when you get older, nobody wants to live in a society full of fucking morons.
Yeah.
Because when you're older and you have to have people take care of you, you don't want them to be fucking morons.
You would hope not.
What's getting me, though, is if you're going to go to school board meetings, stick in the school district from where you are living. Yeah. Right. I don't know if Judy lives city or county. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. The fact that she's bringing up both, pick one or the other.
Right.
And then just, be done with it. That's it. Now, next, we're going to get back to our final KOBI video.
Okay.
And we have one other thing after the video that's not a video.
Okay.
But, I think this is actually some pretty cool news regarding a holiday this month. Not the month of celebration for this specifically.
Okay.
And it doesn't hurt, though, that this holiday does tend to piss off bigoted maggots.
Okay.
And it's a holiday that the late bigoted shitweasel Charlie Kirk expressed he doesn't think should be a holiday.
Oh, no.
Grants Pass is one of just 10 cities across the nation selected for a national Juneteenth walk. Opal's Walk for Freedom is an event that honors Dr. Opal Lee. Lee campaigned for decades to make Juneteenth a national holiday. Friday, June 19th, walkers will travel in a loop around Reinhardt Volunteer Park for 2.5 miles to symbolize the 2.5 years it took for enslaved people in Texas to earn their freedom. There will be a post-walk celebration along with vendors, food trucks, and a variety of family-friendly activities.
So this I'm loving because first off, Juneteenth, absolutely should be a fucking holiday.
Sure.
Absolutely agree. What's making me just tickled pink about this is Grants Pass is one of 10 cities across the nation selected to do this.
Yeah,
so,
I wonder how we got that.
I have not the foggiest clue because I remember Grants Pass, I don't know if it was exactly factual, but we were one of the last towns in the state to get rid of sundowner laws.
Oh, yes.
We also have a very large population of MAGAs here, and MAGAs are notorious for Juneteenth. No, get that damn holiday.
Yeah.
No, no holiday. I don't want to talk about that shit. Just up there with them Proud Month. So the fact that here in Grants Pass, we're one of the 10 towns across the nation doing this is awesome.
Yes.
And I'm also hoping, although I don't think it's necessarily very likely because this doesn't have the same impact with, like making national news. But, maybe if we're lucky, maybe people will associate Southern Oregon, whether it's Medford, Grants Pass, whatever, just the general area, with this as opposed to some guy fucking a chicken. You remember that one? That made national news.
Yeah, God.
So, yeah. So I'm hoping this will be one of those things where it's like, we're not all uncultured poultry fucking swine.
I'm absolutely looking forward to good times with good people and celebrating our history and bringing recognition to how this is an American holiday. I know that we're recognizing the freedom of African Americans, but that's American history. So I'm excited to be out there with all types of different people and celebrate our American history together.
The event starts at 8:30 a.m. on June 19th at Reinhardt Volunteer Park, with the Walk for Freedom kicking off at 9:30 a.m. And you can register for the walk at the link on your screen.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to register for that walk, but I could definitely see. Let's see, that's going to be the 19th.
Yeah, that'll be the week after.
Yeah, the Friday. Yeah,
yeah.
So that's something where I could actually see maybe heading down there, taking pictures and the like, and just see if we can get more MAGA piss ants to comment on shit that's like. I don't know why you're pissed, but good for you.
I can only imagine.
Okay. So the last one that we have to go over is an audio broadcast from JPR.
Okay.
It pertains to vaccination rates in Oregon, specifically Southern Oregon.
Oh, no.
Student vaccination rates in Oregon have reached historic lows.
God damn it.
JPR's Justin Higginbottom reports on how Southern Oregon compares to the rest of the state.
It's not
New
well, I don't
data
think.
from the Oregon Health Authority shows Josephine County students have the lowest vaccination rates in the state.
Jesus. What the fuck?
Mr. Morgan, hold on. We're number one. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we're fucktarded here.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
We are. If you're a new listener from outside the state, first of all, I just want to say welcome. But also, there's many reasons why we do this podcast, but one of them is to educate people on why we're so fucked up here.
Yeah.
Good fucking God.
Yeah, so I don't recall, because I listened to this a little bit ago, and I've had other shit to do, so it's not necessarily all fresh in my memory, which is why we also listen to the audio.
Okay, yeah.
But I think they might bring up, like, the potential for measles outbreaks and such.
Great. Oh, well, yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, happy day.
Only 80% have completed all recommended vaccinations, compared to a 90% statewide average. Josephine County students also had the highest rate of non-medical vaccine exemptions. Howard Chu with OHA says parents can use the agency's online dashboard to check vaccination rates of individual schools in the state.
There's a lot of variation in vaccination rates across schools. So individual schools will have much lower vaccination rates than others.
He says 1 in 3 schools are at risk of a measles outbreak because of low vaccination rates. Those numbers have been declining for the last decade. Justin Higginbottom,
wonder why.
JPR News.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring that up because, one, both you and I have children who, now it's out, but we have children who are school-aged.
Yeah.
I very much intend to keep my child vaccinated.
Sure.
Because measles does some fucked up shit.
Yeah, it does.
It's not necessarily like, oh, it's a high death rate, although it's, not it's like what? 1%, which on one hand doesn't sound that much, but it's like that's higher than, like the flu or anything. But it can cause drain bramage.
Yeah.
Measles is fucking nasty.
And I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know where we went wrong as a society, but I seriously don't understand the whole like, oh, well, I'm not going to vaccinate my kid because, oh, that could be bad. And it's like, then you put your kid at risk.
Well, vaccines are a victim of their own success.
Sure.
Because you've got vaccines used to be in the 60s, 70s, 50s, and whatnot. even in the 80s, they were very, okay, look, you just vaccinate your kids because vaccinations, what's the word? Work.
Yeah.
Things like, measles, it was seen as a childhood disease, and so was chickenpox. And, look, compared to other diseases that we have more or less eradicated with vaccinations, they're not that bad. But again, measles can cause brain damage. Measles also has this weird little thing that if your kid gets it, whether they have immunity from other diseases because of vaccinations or just exposure to it, measles can fuck up the immune system and wipe out some of that immunity. So your child who, already had this vaccine or already had this childhood illness that they should now be immune from the rest of their life, they might get a relapse of it later because measles fucked with their immunity.
Yeah.
Chickenpox. If you get chickenpox as an adult later in life, I think the term is elderly, possibly senior citizen.
Yeah.
Chickenpox, having it as a child, can lead to shingles.
That's fun.
If you are a listener and you do not know what shingles is, find some of your elderly people who you know about, ask them if they've had shingles, and if they have, ask them what it was like. It's not like, this is going to kill me, but it's pretty fucking miserable.
It's pretty miserable.
Yeah. And that's not to say, there haven't been diseases that were absolutely fucking horrible that have been wiped out. For example, polio. The one where, it paralyzes you, where people were in iron lungs.
Yeah.
Like children for the rest of their lives. Congrats, you're in an iron lung now because little Timmy, you can't breathe without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit. And if you really, really think that, vaccines, they're horrible, they don't serve a purpose, go to a local graveyard, like the old section of the graveyard, like before the what was it, like early maybe 1910s or whatever.
Sure.
Go there, look around the 1800s.
Yeah.
Tell me, how many graves are there where the occupant is less than 3?
Yeah.
The vast majority of those are from preventable diseases these days.
Nowadays,
this is, you're looking at largely the result of not having any kind of vaccination. So again, this is the fact that this is an issue that's rising.
This is an educational issue too, because if you learn about this stuff, then the reason why we don't see measles very much anymore is because of vaccinations. The problem is nowadays the uneducated swine among us go, hey, there hasn't been measles in forever. We don't need vaccines.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, fuck off. We do. Oh, well, do you know what's in the vaccine, though? Well, no, I don't, but I know it's fucking preventing fucking measles and other fucking shit, so we need the fucking thing.
Well, that's the other thing, too. The whole thing of, well, you don't know what's in the vaccines. Like, bitch, you just don't know what's in the Diet Coke you drank.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
And here, I've had people, mercury's in it. Okay, cool. It's not elemental mercury.
Yeah.
It's a molecule that has mercury in it. You didn't pass chemistry, did you? Tell me, do you enjoy sodium, chlorine, two very poisonous, dangerous atomic elements? Yeah, no. They're horrible. By this reasoning, you should avoid table salt, sodium chloride.
Yeah.
I mean, it's molecular structure. It changes shit.
Yes.
So the fact that somebody says mercury with vaccines, like, cool. That doesn't mean that it's
they don't get it. They don't understand. And it's like you said, they will drink fucking all these goddamn energy drinks, and it's like, do you know what you just drank? Well, no, but it's cool. It's like, yeah, okay, so shut the fuck up about my vaccines then, motherfucker.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And again, you're talking about amounts so small that even if there was anything in it that's going to cause any issues, it's of such a minute amount, you get more of it most likely from the tap water you drink every fucking year.
Yeah, what's in your tap water? Do you know? No? Okay, shut up.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And look, not to go into vaccine binge, but also to go into vaccine binge. With the the use of the mRNA vaccines.
Oh, yes.
And you will get people, I very much recall this, and you still get these arguments a little bit today, since, COVID vaccines aren't quite so hyped anymore. But it's like, don't give me an mRNA vaccine. I ain't changed my DNA. It's like, it doesn't change your DNA. High school biology is your friend.
Yeah.
Messenger RNA does not fuck with your DNA. Messenger RNA basically gets the cell to go, oh, I'm going to use this messenger RNA as a signal to produce a certain protein.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It produces and releases that protein. And in an mRNA vaccine, you're basically taking an mRNA molecule.
Yeah.
It's going to get absorbed by some cells, and the cells are going to go, oh, this is an order for me to produce this particular shape of protein. And they do that, and they release in the bloodstream. And they program these mRNA molecules to basically tell your cells, hey, produce this kind of protein that is a very specific kind of protein that is on this virus. And then your body produces these little proteins, and your immune system goes, hey, these are weird. Let's react to it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking boot camp for your goddamn immune system.
That's what it is.
It doesn't change your DNA. Your DNA has not been altered.
No.
It's basically saying, hey, Mr. Morgan, you work in a factory and you normally produce like these kinds of paper airplanes for children.
Sure.
Just to go on a lark.
Yeah.
I am now going to use this messenger thing. I'm going to call it RNA because I don't have this witty thing, but I'm going to pass you a note with directions to make a different kind of airplane. Oh. That's it.
Yeah.
You're still the same. You're still doing, now you're producing this as well as what you normally produce so that there are now different kinds. It weirds me out. Yeah,
it weirds me out. I mean, I got that COVID vaccine in April of 2020, and we listened to people on the other fence saying, oh well, anyone who gets this vaccine is gonna like fucking die in the next 5 years or something.
I was not aware I was talking to a corpse.
Yeah, weird.
Cool. Okay.
Also, here it is. We're halfway through 2026, and like you said, we're still here. But the other thing is I talk to people who say, oh well, I got COVID and it was pretty bad and everything, and we're not even talking about vaccines. We're just talking about, we're having a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, no, I got COVID, it was bad. And I'll bring up like, oh well, I don't think I've ever gotten it. Like, I've never had the symptoms. I've never had, anything kind of related to it. I never had like a high fever. Like, it's, I don't think I've ever gotten it.
See, no, I got vaccinated.
Sure.
My household got vaccinated. We had COVID come through our house.
Sure.
And
I'm not saying this is universal. I'm just saying in my experience, I don't feel like I've gotten it.
No.
And they look at me like funny, like, really? It's like, well, I mean, you might have gotten the vaccine too, but it seemed to have worked for me.
Well, the thing is, it did work for us.
It did work. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because it's like when we got COVID in the house, it lasted for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And it was like having a really nasty flu.
Sure.
Absolutely was. We were miserable, but it was a couple days and then done.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I also work in an environment where I'm much more exposed to the unwashed masses, relatively speaking, than you are. And so on top of our kids going to school, I get to work with people in close contact very frequently who just are out in the world.
Yeah.
So I think my risk exposure was maybe a little higher.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have family, one particular jackass who refused to get vaccinated, and then he got COVID.
Yeah.
And it was long COVID, and he was fucking miserable. And later, now I don't know if now the person has changed their tune, because I don't talk to this person anymore. But I don't know if this person's changed their tune and said, yeah, no, I'm happy I didn't get the vaccine. But when they had long COVID, they were bitching, pissing. Was like, God, I wish I just got the fucking vaccine.
Yeah,
because they would have had, the odds of them having long COVID would have been significantly less and them having COVID period would have been much shorter. So it weirds me out when people go, yeah, I never regret not getting the vaccine. Bitch, lots of people do.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, kind of what I'm saying is like, yeah, I got the vaccine. I don't feel like I've ever gotten it. Does that mean that I haven't? Maybe I have, and I just didn't realize it was.
Maybe you're asymptomatic.
Yeah, maybe, But to me, to the educated, I understand like, oh, well, the reason why, I feel like I haven't gotten it is because, well, I got the shot. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in this country, if that were to happen to someone else who doesn't have the education, they'll be like, well, there was no reason for me to get the vaccine. I've never gotten it.
It's such a weird dichotomy. But you'll have people who they'll take either result as a reason to say, oh, well, this is shit. Yeah. Either if they for some reason got the vaccine, then never had an outbreak, not an outbreak case. Oh, good God. It's Saturday morning and my brain's not mine. But they basically have, they do manage to get a case regardless of being vaccinated.
Yeah.
They're going to go, well, fuck, that vaccine didn't work. But if they don't ever have a case where there's symptoms, they're going to go, well, I didn't have anything happen. So that fucking vaccine was pointless. It's like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
So it's either it saved you and, other people who didn't get vaccinated or got vaccinated got it, or again, it's just it's one or the other. You cannot have it both ways.
Yep.
Okay, well, enough vaccine talk. That is pretty much getting up to the end of our episode. Mr. Morgan, is there anything else you want to touch on as we close out?
Oh, well, I think we've touched on it a few times, but I just want to thank any new listeners out there who got on board after our whole Facebook blow up thing. And also, I guess I do have one more thing, and it's kind of the reason why we didn't talk about Barnett's thing today, is platforming. Mm-hmm. I, as you know, hate platforming people for no other reason than that they might just be a huge cuck. If we're going to talk about someone, I want it to have political ramifications. And I think this week was a good education in why I'm like that. So, we put out that reel and we had a lot of people jump on who were very against us, you can say. Mm-hmm, and that's fine. You can totally be against us. The thing is that the people who are against us might have friends on their page that see who they're commenting about.
True.
And so if, let's say, that friend that you have is more on the liberal side and they just happen to be your Facebook friend because, well, maybe you're a cool guy, but
maybe I knew you growing up something.
Maybe I knew you growing up, whatever. And then you see that they're commenting on this leftist page, then you might decide, I'm going to give that link a click. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to see what these people are saying. And you might look at our stuff and you might be like, well, these guys seem like they're on the right track. I will give them a follow. Well, thank you, MAGA idiot. You have just reached out to someone that you didn't realize that you were reaching out to. And this is a two-way street. This is why I will tell Mr. Kiefer sometimes behind the scenes, he'll say, hey, I want to go over what this guy is saying. And I will text him back, or I will tell him, maybe we should avoid that because that sounds like we're giving someone a stage. And I don't want to give those people a stage.
And that is a fair critique.
And, and I'm not, I don't harp on it with you or anything. I know that we are all human and I can fall in the same trap about wanting to be like, hey, fuck that guy. Let's talk about that fucking piece of shit. But it's like, with Barnett, especially right now, it's like, he doesn't hold political office.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He is just an influencer right now. Is he a far-right influencer? Maybe. You know, he's just talking about fucking Chick-fil-A or fucking, Chipotle or something. Is he talking about what's going on in politics? Sure. But fucking let him. Like, whatever. I don't give a shit what he's saying. Unless, and I did bring this up, unless it has a political ramification. If he is talking to someone running for an office, I think, okay, that's fair game because I want to hear what that person he's interviewing has to say.
Fair.
If he is, going after people and he's having other people jump in and go after people, I think there's some gray area there. But, if it's something that has the whole fucking town riled up, maybe we talk about it. But if he's just saying how much he fucking hates somebody on the city council or, a county commissioner or something, fuck you. I don't give a shit. And I think that's the trap that a lot of people fall into. I think it's a trap that we, as a podcast, should not fall into.
I think I fall into it, yes.
You do. But I think as an individual, the people that are following us on our Facebook page, the people that aren't following us on our Facebook page but might agree with us, if you're a private individual, fucking go hog wild. Like, whatever, I think it just behooves us as a podcast, as a political podcast, not to platform people just because they have a following and they're talking about things that they hate. Like, fuck off. I don't want to send people their way. I want to make them suffocate. On the flip side of that coin, they can talk about us as much as they fucking want to. Yeah. Because guess what? It might bring people in to us. So yeah, go ahead. Platform us. Platform us all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. Are we going to platform you though? Fuck no.
Nah, not really.
No.
Other than the occasional mention of you would not believe what this idiot said on a post.
I mean, if someone is directly commenting about us.
Oh, I was just thinking like on posts we make
on posts that we make. Yeah, that's fine. But like, if the Joe Co Republican calls us out on anything, then I think, okay, well,
that's fair.
That's fair. But if Barnett or him or one of these other fucks out there are just doing their thing, then, I don't think it warrants us to platform them at all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to our podcast. If you have any suggestions or ideas, please be sure to email them to maltliquorsocialists at gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to support the show, please join our Patreon. You can get all the standard episodes without a paid subscription, but we will have some extra content and bonus episodes that will be available with some of our paid tiers.
Yep.
Just a heads up, we are trying to set up a little table at the Flag Day pop-up protest on June 14th to record a bonus episode for some of our Patreon subscribers.
Yep.
Please feel free to come by, say hi, strike up a bit of a conversation while you enjoy the pop-up protest.
I know who you are. I know who a lot of these people are. They don't even know me. I'd be embarrassed if I were you. The misinformation machine is rapid. It puzzles me.